crosstowngreen.com.
Tell us why you make art.
There's an artist, his name is Gerhard Richter. He's probably, sometimes he's called the world's greatest living painter. He said, I'm only limited by the language, because when you talk about art or you make art, your language is the act of creating. So I really can't tell you why, other than I have to. You know, it's like breathing.
What's the single best piece of advice you ever got from an artist?
Believe in yourself and just believe in what you do, because if you don't, no one else is.
Tell us about Art in the Atrium.
Art in the Atrium has been going on. I've been involved with it for 20 years, 21 years. And it's a wonderful organization that gives an opportunity for artists who don't necessarily have any other venue to exhibit, African American artists. And right now, it's the largest venue of African American artists to exhibit on the East Coast. So I think it's really important. And if you ask me, why do we have to have a venue that shows African American art? Well, it's not really always a playing field when it comes to the visual arts. And artists need a place to share their work. You don't create in a vacuum. You want people to look at your work. Performers have that. Musicians have that. Actors. The visual artist needs a forum. And I think Art in the Atrium is very important. Is very important for that and for the support of the arts.
This is Janet Taylor Pickett's work. It's called Hagar's Dress, and the images on it symbolize those images from the Middle Passage. And I think I selected this as my favorite work because this is the 150th anniversary of the Emancipation Proclamation. And I think it's important that we remember that and we celebrate the fact that we're 150 years later doing a lot different things and contributing to the fabric and the culture of the United States of America.
Tell us about this work that we're looking at right now.
I can't remember the name of it because I don't always remember the name of the work, but this is one of the first pieces that I created after moving to Los Angeles, in the Los Angeles area. And the light has really changed my palette. The light is a very saturated light. So my colors change. And I'm surrounded by hummingbirds and by bird of paradise. So literally the dress becomes this vessel that holds on to all of those all of that imagery and that iconography. And it's the color. You know?
Of course, dresses figure very prominently in your work.
Yeah, the dress becomes that vessel, almost like an altar in a way. As a woman, you have a dress. You wear a dress, and sometimes you're identified with that. And for me, it becomes a filling up of that vessel with memory and symbol and nature. And actually, there's a piece that's called Vessel of Things Less Ordinary. It's not in this exhibition, it's actually in a private collection. But I use that dress as a metaphor for memory.
You gave a delightful talk a few moments ago, and you really stressed being in the moment. Tell us about being in the moment.
Being in the moment is, well, Eckhart Tolle said it best, it's being in this now, because that's the only moment we really have, is the now. And when you're creating, think about yourself when you're listening to music, or you've read a poem, or you're with someone you really care about. You're there. You feel it. It's wonderful. And that's what being in the moment and creativity is. You lose time.
Janet, thank you so much.
Thank you.